Hey, what's going on, Nico? Welcome to the stream, man. What's going on, man? Give me a second. Frames are dropping all over the place. You're gonna get food? I'm gonna get food eventually too, man. I didn't eat breakfast yet. It's about 11 a.m. here. I had a bit of a night last night. So I was up until about 3 a.m. before I finally went to bed, and so I woke up late this morning, later than usual. Yeah, that's why I didn't eat breakfast or anything today yet. I was lucky enough that because I was so thirsty when I woke up, but I had to like quickly get ready. I wanted to leave to start the stream and stuff. So I remembered that I bought that Eva Evangelion water bottle when I went to, I don't know, some city. So I have, what do you call it? I have it with me, that Evangelion. Yeah, I had a bit of a night. I met up with a friend, and we went to a sake bar, a really small sake bar in Surabashi, which is near Tokyo Station, in the Ginza area. So he invited me out, and we went to a sake bar. So I had a sake flight, which is basically like a wooden board that comes with a bunch of small, not really small, because when you think about sake, they're about this big, the glasses. A couple of them, and we did that, and then we went to a restaurant, like a izakaya type restaurant, and got some food, and then drank more alcohol. So it was a good night, but it was definitely a long night. And then I went home just really late. And when I got home, I don't know what came over me, but I had the urge to continue drinking. I hadn't reached my climax in terms of drinking. So I decided to drink more. So I went home and prepared myself a drink, because I have a bunch of alcohol in my Airbnb, basically, that I need to use because I'm leaving in like 2.5 weeks. I'm leaving in 2 weeks on Sunday. 2 weeks from Sunday, I leave Japan. So I'm kind of in this weird thing where I'm like, I need to start like eating the stuff that I have. Like I have a few packs of like ramen and like just food that I was going to have in my Airbnb. I have like drinks, alcohol, stuff like that. So I need to start chipping away at that stuff that I have, because if not, then it might stay or be wound up being thrown out, which I just don't want to do. So I don't know what this is, but Ueno, Akihabara, Tokyo Station, so that's the whole east side. So I figured I'm gonna come here to Ueno and then kind of walk down the main street, and we'll just keep walking and see where we end up. But this thing is pretty cool. I don't know what this is. So this is Ueno Station. It's actually a massive station. There are several Shinkansen that leave from here. And it has a Hard Rock Cafe inside. Like right there, there's a Hard Rock Cafe. One of the only ones here in Tokyo. There's not very many. And it does, of course, have like an Atre, which is basically like an indoor mall. Not really the greatest value, but they does have a mall in the inside. Lots of trains come out of here. So many exits. Your shirt has a name. What? This thing? I don't know. It looks like it has a Sonic ring on the top. I don't know, but all the people sit there When I came out drinking with my friends here in Ueno a few weeks ago, after we were drinking, we came here and we sat on the thing where those people are. We sat there for a while just trying to get sober. I'm realizing now that a lot of my stories involving my friends that I've met out here or friends that I've met up with out here, and in general, a lot of my things that I do involve alcohol, which isn't good. I'm actually feeling the sake this morning. I'm not hungover, but I just do have a bit of a headache, and I think it's the sake, because beer and like even whiskey and stuff like that does not give me a headache. Like, I don't get hungover when I drink that stuff. It just doesn't happen to me. But sake and shochu, those two alcohols, they do. They get me, man. I really feel them the next day with a headache. So, oh well. The sake bar wasn't my first choice. I went out and met him. And then he was like, oh, there's this great little sake bar, like tiny. When I say little, like maybe 8 people could fit inside it. And it's like one guy behind a counter. And he chooses what he gives you, basically, depending on what flight you order. So there's like 3 different prices for flights. So if you pay the 500 flight, it's a certain kind. If you pay the 700 flight, it's another kind. But he has like 300 or 400 different sakes, but he chooses what he's going to give you. Kind of like when you go to the sushi, like a really fancy sushi place, you don't order sushi, you sit down and they make you the sushi. It was that way, but with the sake. You don't order the sake, you don't tell them which one you want, you just show up, give him the money, and then he gives you the sake. So that's what happened last night. A lot of drinking. Honey. I'll text that later. It doesn't matter. Alright. We're going down the street. Beer has better hydrating quality than harder liquors. That's true. So Ueno is behind us, Ueno Station. This becomes Ushidani down here. So we're just gonna keep going straight and eventually we'll get onto the main street that will take us down. I made a tweet yesterday that's been exceedingly successful by standards of your tweets. Oh, really? What did your tweet say? I'm a bad Twitter user in terms of going back and reading tweets I've missed. And it's even harder now that I'm in a weird time zone because here in Japan, a lot of the Twitter activity occurs when I'm asleep. And then I wake up in the morning and like 2,000 tweets load or whatever. Same thing with like Instagram. Everything, I see everything in the morning sometimes, but I don't usually go through the whole feed. And then Twitter and Instagram both have this stupid thing where they just show you random, they show you like random stuff over the last 24 hours. So like nothing is in order. Sometimes I go open Twitter and like the first thing I see is a tweet from like 18 hours before. Like, why? Just tell me what is happening now, like in real time. This whole like showing you random stuff that was in the past is annoying. Oh, maybe this isn't a good idea. I'm heading towards the train tracks. Oh, either that. Beef tendon stew. Oh, that's not bad. Here they have a lot of the small izakayas and small restaurants, which are very popular for lunchtime, especially for the workers in this area. So they'll just come out and run to an izakaya and grab a lunch or whatever really quickly and then run back to their place. Cologne. This is kind of like the market, like a street market type area. Yeah, down here there's not much. I'm gonna show you what it looks like from here. So a lot of stuff is still closed, but this is like a street market, clothing market, food market, whatever you want to call it. A lot of different clothing stuff. I still think I'm not even in the popular one. I think I need to go up one street. I need to go up one more street to see like the real like street where they do street food, street market, street clothing, all that stuff. Me, right now, after watching Science Here episode, please note this is positive reactions. Oh, I did see that. I did see that tweet. Okay. Oh, this is the street I'm looking for. If I do see something extra delicious, I'll maybe stop because I haven't had breakfast yet. I kind of feel like having a croquette, which isn't good because you don't want to start your day off with a fried potato and meat patty. Here we go. This is the market. This is the market down here. And we're gonna walk this way. Five socks for $10.80. 5 socks for $10. Not bad. Fruit on a stick. Oh yeah, fruit, melon. Is that pineapple? It's tasty. So this is also the place where you can get real shoes, like real sneakers, and then further down there you could get the fake sneakers. 4,000. Oh, I have my headphones in, so I can't hear if anyone says YouTube. Oh, this is a place that does like what do you call it? Skewers and like croquettes and stuff like that. But I don't know how long that stuff sits there. Oh, and pig's feet. Oh, pig's feet. I don't know what kind. That's a whole chicken thing, but this is all pig's feet in here. Oh, let's go ahead. This is a real market. This is where you go if you want like real market experience for fresh fish. Well, I don't know how fresh, but fish. Yep, shrimp. Oh, lots of fish here. Here's where you could get your fake wallets. That's all. So you saw those fake Louis Vuitton wallets, fake thread, are generally in bins. Different kebab places, more izakaya. Streamer, leave the hole. I'm gonna leave the hole now. I'm gonna turn.